Just let me remind you that something Joy Prime started some weeks back is gradually creeping to the crescendo where a winner is going to be crowned. I'm talking about Prime Studio. So already the final 10 that I started last week, 2 were kicked out. That is Mickey J and Kwame T. So we still have 8 of them in the studio. All you have to do is just make sure you're texting PS, the name of the contestant that you love to see stay in there, to 1903. Well, the short code 1903 is to all platforms. Just take note. 1903 is to all platforms. But I just want to take you to the studio and just give you a quick look of what happened in the studio last week Saturday.
The posture, your outfit, the confidence, the release of the poetic lines and things like that. I think that we are in for trouble tonight.
Obia, oh baby, oh Bessiane doai. Obi Bessiane da ne keteka kwentuomu.
You have to really up your game, and I love the fact that you were connecting with your subtexting and your story.
I think that Jumno
We are sure. We say Sikaya Dena. We are sure. Okay, see. Yes, money be the root of all evil. Because the people believe it's no money panya ego. But I wanna say this to all my people. Kaisa Winisika will confidence level near 0.
Your performance and everything, and I think you got it there for me today with the High Life. I love it. And then I love your lyrics.
It didn't fly, with me. I also think that the energy was a little, low.
I go buy you brazier, I promise.
Something I wasn't expecting you to do is to sing the chorus yourself. Because for me, the singing did not go well.
Am I supposed to talk? I thought I was enjoying music.
Good old Ghana song, right?
Yes, RT is still in my good books, and I don't think that he has gone down. The confidence, the interpretation, of the song, I like.
I was so canny, I won't bet you me all day. I was so canny, I won't bet you me all day.
Singing was on point. I think High Life is for you. You should actually think about it.
Michiani Fiadana to 24th December. Nima 441. I got a nursing futures in a year contractor. So Niatana 4 months. And Momunamini been to come here beyond the end. Till 1 night, son of the Missing John and Kamakotia, your wiser. Every day, Jesus Christ, and you were Jamaica, Shika, and for the one corner there,
Yes, Kwame Sticker is a good rapper, and he proved it tonight.
You see, I could remember Uncle Dominic blasting you, pa. But I like the fact that Prime Studio I'm always here there. Kobe G for some reasons, and
Okay.
I would still talk to him anyway, but for consistency's sake. Maybe he wants to save somebody else.
Well, when you have big fishes and you've got to do away with 2 at a time, that is the decision of, the production house. There's nothing we can do. Next week, same thing, 2 would go. And so everybody would have to, be serious with what we are doing.
Yes.
We just have to do away with 2. That's how the game goes.
Okay. All right. So 2 of them are out, and unfortunately, Mickey J and Kwame T, this will be the end of the road for you.
And that is how the road ended for Mickey J and Kwame T. I don't know which era they're going this weekend, but definitely they will be singing something from a certain era in our musical history. So all you have to do is just make sure you're voting for the contestants that you love to see stay in the competition. So to vote for them, again, all you have to do is just text PS, the name of the contestant, to 1903. Well, today is the 50th birthday of you, Kukua K2. You turned 50 today, and today your lovely sister, as in Tina Odro, is wishing you all the best and is telling you to stay healthy and enjoy your new age. Okay, so my elements of surprise that I want you to know. Today, he's the one we are getting closer to. He's the one we are talking to, and he's the one we are trying to help. Together with him, we're going to see if we can be finding any solutions to the problems in the gospel frat. Okay, so I'm going to introduce him with his music video. Check this out. When we come back, he'll be in the seat, and we'll get to talk. So at least now you know my element of surprise. Now see, how are you doing? It's been a while we had to sit down like this.
Yeah.
I hope everything is good.
Everything is fine.
You are the one so busy doing live recordings and live sessions.
It's
But
part
how's
of
it going?
our job. Beautiful.
It's going beautiful.
Beautiful.
Are you having people with pride issues in what you're doing? I mean, the live recordings that, do people come and throw their wits around?
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Is that really a problem amongst the gospel musicians or in the gospel fraternity? Do you have pride issues with most of the musicians?
Every music, music itself comes with pride. Pride. So everybody who does music there's pride alongside. So definitely when people are hailing you, giving you, you know, Nasi, there's a blah, 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 you just have to be careful because pride is just at the corner waiting for you. So you can, anybody at all, it's part of the music.
Irrespective of the fact that we know that yes, gospel musicians are human beings and they are also prone to human mistakes. Where there is also another thing, because a lot of the gospel musicians have come to make us know that what they are doing, apart from there's a business, it's a calling. Yeah. So once it's a calling, there are lots of things that are not expected to be seen, like pride issues. Is that really a problem amongst that family?
You can be called, but it doesn't mean your real character is off. I mean, you have your personal way of doing stuff, and because of Christ came for the sinners. So definitely me being a Christian or being born again, it doesn't mean I'm totally changed from my old ways of, Bible says the old things are gone and new things is old. So at the end of the day, as we being Christians, yes, we're trying to be better. You see, it doesn't mean that person is not, he or she can't be angry anymore, or he or she can't insult or say bad things about somebody. But it's about how you control your anger. So it shouldn't, I think it's not about gospel or it's human nature. Yeah.
When you come across it, how do you relate to it or how do you deal with it?
Sometimes we are falling. I get angry, and then sometimes when somebody does that to me, I try to lay back and then, you know, find a better way to approach the situation and at the right time. Yeah.
Was anger any part of the reason for No Tribe going solo? I mean, you going solo from No Tribe?
No.
What actually happened?
It's financial problem.
Financial problems.
Yeah. I've said that 1,000 times and over. And if you give me money today, No Tribe will release an album the next month or two.
Okay. Yeah. Financial problems. As in monies to be able to keep the group alive?
Yeah. I think I blame myself because managing a group, then my understanding wasn't really, you know, that is why recently there has been this kind of education about who a manager is and who a sound engineer or a producer, executive producer, because I think it's my fault because I didn't really manage the group the way it's supposed to be done. Because imagine you play a gig or you have a show or you have any advert to be done, and then all the money you share among yourselves. You don't keep any money in case of any problem. And you know, when the thing hit us and there's nothing to be done. So it's just strictly financial. I take the blame.
And so the members are all cool knowing that with the same notion as you have, that if there is money, we're back.
Oh, sure. They are there. But the structures will be different.
The structures will be different this
time.
Sure. Well, you said something about managers, and I've also seen a story of you talking about managers for especially gospel musicians. Can you just rephrase exactly what you said so that at least I don't go, speculating?
You know, the whole argument was the gospel musicians. There's been this gospel musicians are ungrateful and all kinds of insult. And then I came in and said that we are not ungrateful. Moreover, those people that are complaining and making all of us looking bad, I haven't worked with most of you people. You haven't worked with most of the gospel musicians, especially the A-list gospel musicians. You haven't worked with them. So how do you classify all of us as ungrateful people? And I think it's the poor management that we have in our circles that is causing that kind of thing. And most managers we work with them, the gospel musicians work with them, they don't really know how their work. All that they do is they follow. It's follow. And especially if I've released a track, a video, maybe they have to bring the video to multimedia here for the video to be played or the song to be played on radio. After that, they relax. They are waiting for somebody to call. Also, we have a gig, and mostly that is not how I think the manager should be able to work 360. You see, you should be able to have at least a little knowledge about the business of the product that you're using, because at the end of the day, when I'm done with the product, I will give you the the content. When I'm done with it, I'll give it to you. So it's about you, how you sell it. It's all depends on you and how you get somebody to come in and then either collaborate with the person. But mostly they sit down. And so in that case, then what is the point of you accusing me of me being ungrateful? So if I discover somebody who is ready, that has the experience to work with me, then immediately you shift to that person. They say you are ungrateful. So I think most of them are just, follow, and I think they have to. We all, because if Nasi is coming up and you, the manager, you are not upgrading yourself, definitely I will leave you and then go.
Have you ever had the experience of someone calling you ungrateful?
No.
You haven't?
No.
You moved from Frank to Jay. Yeah, Jay.
I did not move.
Okay, what
I
happened?
am still the same person.
You're still working with them?
They moved.
They moved on.
They moved on because maybe they've discovered something else. Frank started working with the Creative Art Council office with the Mark.
Okay.
So mostly the problems, like he's always busy. But before Frank would go, Jay was working with us. It was Jay, Frank, and he was also there already, and Arnold and other people. So it wasn't that Frank moved and then Jay came. Jay was there already.
Jay was part of the management team.
Jay was
It was
part
just
of
that Frank was the frontliner.
Yes.
Most so.
Most of it.
Was Frank doing all these things you're talking about that you expect a manager to do?
Oh, he was doing his part.
And
don't forget that Frank wasn't also an artist manager. He was a banker. I brought Frank into this whole thing. So definitely some of the education, or let's say the lectures, will also come from me. I don't have much experience, but at least I've been able to at least groom a couple of people into this management or managerial positions. So okay. I think through that he has also learned his way through making things work, and through that Okreku also discovered him and realized that no, I think we can also work with him on it. And I think what he was doing, instead of I realized it is okay for him to move on, because that one he's working for all the musicians in Ghana. So I can't be that selfish person to keep Frank that I won't let you go. I can't even stop him because he's old enough to.
The selflessness. Okay. Well, do you believe in awards?
Yes, I do.
You believe in awards?
I believe in
Have
it.
you ever thought or dreamt of a gospel musician from Ghana being nominated at the Grammys?
Yes.
From your dreams, who are you seeing as the one who could get the Grammy nod?
I will answer that question when I have a better idea of how Grammys, nomination, how they do their selection. But whilst I don't have the better idea, I can't say I qualify or any of my brothers or sisters qualify.
Well, possibly you should have sold yourself to the global front very well. You should have, shared some stages with a few people and also announce yourself to the world.
And I think some of my brothers have done that. Sonny Badu was able to do something, and now he's a pastor. And I think currently my brother Joe is also doing that. So if it's about, performing on certain stages and also like meeting certain class of people or certain musicians, global, then I think Joe, now I would say Joe qualifies. If that is what Grammy nomination is about, then I think he qualifies.
Aren't you? This issue has come up before, and a certain gospel artist wasn't so happy about it. Don't you think it could come up again? What you're saying?
Let me tell you something. I think there's no need for us to be selfish or to be angry about our brother's success. Moreover, if it's about award, it doesn't matter who takes the award or who wins. It's about Christ. Our first mission is to preach the gospel. If I preach the gospel and I am blessed out of preaching the gospel, thank God. I don't care. I think 3 or 2 years ago or so, I was almost all the radio stations campaigning for Joe Mettle to win the Artist of the Year. And even the night, that same night, I was still mentioning Joe. I'm waiting for the last, the bigger, awards to be given to my brother. And that night, I think the two of us had amazing, which no gospel musician has ever gotten that before. I had album of the year, and then also I think gospel song of the year also. And Joe had the
most prestigious.
You see,
And
the
and
artist of the
others.
year. So
Yes.
I think there's no need for us to fight among ourselves because
Do you think anybody who is talking like that is talking out of greed and out of anger or out of with selfishness for the person's success?
I will not use such words for such person. I will only say that I think we need to sit that person down and educate him or her, because I think that there's no need for us to fight over plaque. I mean, there's no need for it. It doesn't matter who. If Joe wins, I have won it, and I am kind of sad.
Well, it's true.
If Joe wins, the same thing. I've gotten
yeah,
it.
you've won.
If
you win for the gospel fraternity.
that's all.
Do you think there is that uniformity, that oneness amongst the gospel musicians?
You see, it depends where every organization, there are people that are your friends and some are not your friends. Even multimedia, not everybody that are your friends. So I think Joe is my friend and also a junior brother. And so all the time I can call Joe anytime, any day that he will respond to me. Maybe he might not be a friend to somebody. It doesn't mean we are not, united.
Do we have to be friends to work?
No, I don't. We don't need to. I mean, so long as the preaching of
The gospel.
gospel is on, I mean, I don't need to know you before I can preach to somebody.
How long have you been in the industry?
This year I'll be 27 years.
27 years.
Yeah.
27 years.
Yes.
2 decades with 7 more years. Yo, wow. Okay, so we have a surprise for you. Not today. Yes, we are looking at people who are worthy of celebrating on this show.
Wow.
So, do you have a new music? You're working. So, okay, hold on. All these live recordings you're doing.
Yeah.
What project is it? Please answer me under 20 seconds. Is it something new you're working on?
Yes, we are putting something new. I mean, it's something new that we are planning to release. So, and which is quite different from the Nasi that you used to know.
Is it going to be an album form?
At this, sure. I already have 3 albums ready, but releasing the songs will be single by So after some time, then we'll put all of them.
Are you going back to gospel? Because for some time we knew you came out with singles which were secular.
I haven't done a secular song before.
Boys Abre.
It's not a secular song.
It's not a secular song.
No.
Well, Nasi, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll have you here again to celebrate the 27 years.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, many thanks going out to Luminary DMR who has been supporting this particular show. And also tomorrow we'll back and we will be having a good talk.
This is a COVID-19 campaign.
Brother, no more you haven't heard about the pandemic going on, the corona pandemic. Charlie, you should desist from touching things, surfaces, hugging, greeting, shaking, and even getting close to people. See, little advice. I know that you're my fan, you love me, and you meet me, you want to have a vibe and vibing with me, but I would rather not put you at risk having that vibing with you. Even if you get home from work, you should be able to wash your hands thoroughly with soap under running water, not in a basin of water, under running water. Patronize the use of sanitizers. If you get wet medicated wipes, use them. Charlie, you should know that this education, you people should be even able to spread it by telling a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend so that everybody gets abreast to it. All right, next time. But Charlie, guys should get the vibe.
This is brought to you by courtesy of Dole, a tasty and fruity yogurt. More, I need more. Alive Soup. Your life matters to us. Stay alive. Magdan Shipping Company Limited. Petrosol, a delightful experience. Hollard Life Assurance. Carex kills 99% of bacteria. Say yes to life in collaboration with the Ghana Medical Association.
Joy Prime, real